Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Today we're going to take a look at my favorite prepping gear from 2023. We're going to look at a couple of power stations, some of my EDC gear, something truly original I hadn't seen before, and stuff I just couldn't put down this year. So let's get right into it. Number one, the truly original piece of gear I hadn't seen before, the BATTARIX power card. This thing is the size of a credit card. It's as thick as 3 credit cards. It can take any and all temperatures you're going to see in a vehicle. It will hold a charge for 8 years. And the coolest thing about this is it's fully self-contained. Whether you got an iPhone or an Android, it has what you need. Right here, this USB-C adapter right there acts as a switch. As soon as you open that, the battery will start draining. Now, if you have an iPhone, you just take this handy dandy little adapter right here, plug it in like so, and now you have a lightning cord. That's all you need. You can throw that in your car and forget it. So if you ever get into worst case scenario where you have no other way to charge your phone, this thing will give you up to 3 hours of talk time. Okay, next is something I have carried with me the entire year of 2023. It's not my neck knife, but it is next to my neck knife. And that is my everyday carry flashlight. This is the Stylus Pro from Streamlight. What do I like about it? Number one, USB rechargeable. So right there is the USB micro port. So you just plug it in. I've gotten a couple of months worth of use each time before I need to charge it. Number two, it's thin enough and light enough that I can carry it on my neck knife and I don't feel it there. Love that. Number three, it has 2 fields of vision. So right there's narrow, pull it back and you get a wide view. So you can get a spotlight or a floodlight. Finally, what I like is that right there, the clip. It's just strong enough to hold on, but it's not too strong like some of the other ones that you have to fight with constantly to get it on and get it off. This thing was worth the investment, and I've used it every day in 2023. Next is an item from Anker. It is a legitimate power brick. This thing is the size of a brick. The funny thing is, I have bought 4, maybe 5 different power bricks from Anker. What happens? Every time I go out of town, every time I need to go somewhere on an extended road trip, I always grab this thing. You can charge it in 7 hours using USB-C. What do I like about it? The fact that I can take just this and a lightning cable with me, and I can run my iPhone 13 Pro Max for an entire week without having to plug it into a wall outlet. I can go to a hotel. I don't need to fish behind the lampstand to try to find somewhere to plug it in. It just works and it always has power. I actually started using this a little over a year ago, and I have put it through its paces. You can see the back is all scratched up. This has been my go-to, including for a 37-day road trip, and I haven't seen a decrease in battery capacity whatsoever. I just can't grab another battery pack. This is the one that goes. It actually stays in the front pocket of my grab-and-go bag. Next is for something I had zero expectations for, and that is the solar-powered camera from BinoCam. This thing actually blew me out of the water. It's a pan, tilt, and zoom camera that runs on Wi-Fi, a solar panel, and a built-in battery. I like this so much I bought 2, and I've got a 3rd one on the way. The battery life has been tremendous. No wires required whatsoever. You just need to mount the solar panel on a good south-facing wall. And something else that I like, you can put an SD card in here. I've been running the same SD card for a solid month on one of these, and it's barely used 5% of the memory. You can access it all locally or with the app, and you don't need to store it on anyone else's cloud if you don't want to. This thing has been a sleeper hit. I'm going to put these all over my property, and I'm even going to get one of the LTE versions to run on my Tennessee property to see how long that one will last. Okay, my 5th and final piece of prepping gear is actually completely a cheat. It's going to be 2. So let me show you. If this had been a month ago, this right here would have been the answer. This little Powersmart battery bank, solar generator, power station, whatever you want to call it, served me well. I took this on a 37-day road trip. I used this in my tent at night to charge up absolutely everything. I love that it has, I thought this was so stupid, I love that little light right there. That was all I needed when I'd get back at prepper camp or any of the other events to sit in my tent and have a little meal using my cooler as a table. This thing is all I needed. It's 500 watt hour capacity. I would throw it in the box of my truck plug it into a solar panel, mounted to my box cover, and I would drive and it would charge within a couple of days. This thing had everything I wanted, just a little LCD screen. It's all I needed. And if you were looking for an inexpensive power station to just run the bare essentials during a power outage or to use during camping, this is the cat's meow. Now, like I said, if this was a month ago, this would have been my only recommendation. However, I then was sent this in the mail and got to test out the AC70 brand new Bluetti power station. And wow, did this thing blow me out of the water. This is going to be going with me in February for my next big road trip. What do I like about it? Well, it has a feature I hadn't heard of before that I really liked. It's called the powerlifting mode. It allows you to run resistive loads, like a tea kettle or like an electric space heater on this, that would normally cut out the breaker on any other power station. Now, you're not going to get a ton of runtime on this with an electric space heater, but the fact that it can run it at all blows me out of the water. It's got AC outlets, it's got USB-C outlets, handle right here, built in, nothing you can break off, it's just part of the frame. It's got a LiFePO4 battery in it, which allows you to have 768 watt hours of capacity in this kit. It's light for the capacity, and this front screen gives you a bright readout with all the information you need. Like I said, if you're looking for a cheaper version, go with the Powersmart. If you're looking for a higher end version, go with the Bluetti AC70. I want to thank you guys for watching all year. I hope you love the gear. I hope you love the evolution of this channel. I got a ton of cool prepping gear coming up in the next 12 months to review just for you guys. And if you stuck around to the end of this, that means I made this video just for you. So hit the subscribe button, stick around because I got a bunch more. And if you'd like to see what my choices for top prepping gear was in 2022, check out this video right there. And guys, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.